Build-Your-Own-Techno-Oriental World is an interactive exhibition piece that explores the dangerous ways in which Western media often objectifies technologically advanced Asian countries, specifically in cyberpunk movies and video games. By interacting with the different components on the table, users are able to add 3D objects to the projected interface. Each component invites the user to critique the various technological appropriations of Asian societies. Placing the buildings labeled Amazon, Google, Meta, or Apple on the metal sheet causes skyscrapers to appear in the interface. I wanted the user to reflect on how Western societies are defined by capitalism as an ideology and how we are all active participants in it. Asian societies in cyberpunk movies are often portrayed as unfeeling masses of dehumanized, global, hyper-capitalist supply chains. Yet, the exact same thing is happening in America. Placing the human on the beam causes a cyborg to appear. This provokes the user to think about how cyberpunk fiction often reduces Asian bodies to exploited machines and holograms, which lack freedom and individual spirit. Yet, labor exploitation is incredibly rampant in Western societies as well. The imagery references the famous picture Lunch Atop a Skyscraper, which captured laborers working hundreds of feet above the ground with little safety gear in post-Depression era of New York City. Americans often look towards that period with hope and optimism, without considering the human exploitation and discrimination that went on behind the scenes. Plugging the wire into the iPhone causes the word "tapped" to appear on the digital screen and surveillance cameras to appear. This evokes a sense of fear of the threat against personal privacy in the user. At the same time, I wanted to show the hypocrisy in the ways Western media often portray Asian countries as surveillance states. In America, users' personal and sensitive information is often collected by mega corporations or the government to manipulate our behaviors and track our activities as well. Dipping the wrench into the disturbing, transparent box of blood causes a futuristic space car to appear. I wanted the user to be taken aback by such ominous imagery and be reminded of the anti-Asian hate crimes that have historically and continuously occurred in America. The space car directly references the incident of the killing of Vincent Chin, a hate crime that occurred in 1982. Chin was a Chinese-American draftsman misidentified as a Japanese auto worker who was seen as a threat against the American automotive industry at that time. Lastly, unbuttoning and unzipping the cheongsam causes a woman to show up. This prompts the user to consider how Asian femininity is often dangerously seen as ornamental or fetishized. Informed by the Dragon Lady or Lotus Blossom Baby archetypes, the Asian female cyborgs are often built into machines without their consent, reinforcing the notion that they lack autonomy and are unable to celebrate the multiplicities of their femininity. The user can then use the joystick to move the location of the 3D objects around in the interface and use the arcade button to place the object in the 3D space. By allowing users to customize their own techno-oriental world with such archetypal objects, I also wanted to critique the reductive and often convenient ways cyberpunk media portray and politicize such technologically advanced Asian spaces and societies. Here is a video of the game or exhibition piece played in full.